Alright people, what's going on? It's your boy Mo Styles. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a Toro Recycler. This is the one with the Kohler engine. They have one with a Honda engine. This is the one with the Kohler engine. Recycler 22 Toro. And yeah. My first time doing an oil change and changing the filter. This is what the old filter looks like. Yeah. Horrible. This is what the new ones looks like. I think I'll take this. Yep. This is the kind of oil that I am using today. All right. So let's get into it. Now this particular model does not have a drain plug on the bottom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tilt it over on its side with the filter and the gas cap facing up. So this is your oil drain, which is gonna be facing down. So I'm gonna tilt it on its side. Just have a pan here and I'm gonna use and discard of it the proper way after I finish draining. But yeah, let's get this puppy flipped over. Okay, so now that we have it flipped over on its side, again, when you flip it over, the filter and your gas cap should be faced up. All right, we have the yellow cap there for the oil drain plug, which is face down. Just be sure to make sure you put the pan directly under the drain plug. You want to position it well. Just positioned under there properly. So once it's on its side, and I have to note, if you can do this with an empty gas tank, that would be great. This is the beginning of the season. I have no gas in it. I emptied it last season, so I didn't have to worry about that. But if you can do this on an empty gas tank, that'll be great. That way you don't have to worry about turning it over and you got gas all over the place. And I mean, it's recommended. So if not, just be safe and take the proper precautions. But in my case, I have no gas in it. I put it on the side and let it sit there for a few minutes so everything can kind of like settle before I open the cap. And again, people, this is my first time doing an oil change on my lawnmower, so let's hope this goes well. All right, so I'm gonna pop this cap. Ooh, there we go. Well, it seems to be working properly and doing what it has to do. All right. Again, I just had a pan laying around, a regular aluminum pan, which was more than enough to catch the oil from this small engine. So I'm going to continue to let this drain and sit for a while, and we'll get back to it when it's time to refill it. Okay, so after letting it drain, the oil drain for about, I would say 10 minutes. I went to do some other things, came back in 10 minutes. There are no drips. And as you can see, the oil is dirty, it's black. I purchased this back in 2007. It is now 2020. And this is my first oil change. Yeah, I know, I should have done it a long time ago. But again, I bought it brand new in like the end of 2017. And never had any issues at all. Starting it up, Everything is great. And again, this season, I just figured, you know what? Let me just get it up and running and tuned up before the summer. This is the filter compartment. I'm going to clean that out a bit. Got a brand new filter I'm going to install. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you guys how to do that. And just clean it up a little TLC. Yep. The Toro Recycler 22 with the Cola engine. Alright, so we got this thing turned around. And the oil is in the pan, the dirty oil. And that's complete. Now we're moving on to putting in this small engine oil, premium small engine oil. This is a 30. I picked this up from Home Depot, and this is actually the required oil to go in this small machine. So that's what I picked up. I have my funnel. Couldn't find my plastic one, so I'm using this paper funnel that I have sitting around. It will do. Pretty much it'll just go right here, and then I can put the oil in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean around this cap. Make sure all of the excess oil is off. Probably have to clean it again after I refill it. Make sure you clean off your dipstick. I did mine already. So I'm going to put that aside. We don't need that as of yet. And then pretty much time to move on to putting this oil in. So be back with that. Okay, let's proceed with getting this oil in there and seeing what's what. Alright, let's get the oil open. First things first. Pop the cap. There's a seal on it. Alright. Let's set this funnel up. And pray for no mess. Alright, let's go. Once again, 18 ounces. So I went with the whole 18 ounces because that's what's required. I didn't bother checking to see if I filled it. You know, like I said, the oil is empty. And I have exactly 18 ounces. Let's try to get every drip in there. Boom. All right. All right, we got all of the oil in there. All right, let's take this out. Make sure your dipstick is clean, guys, because you want to check the oil level. You want it to be accurate, so make sure you have a clean rag or paper towel. Once again, mine's already cleaned. And let's check our levels. You have an L for low, and you have an F for fill. All right, so once you put your dipstick in, give it a couple of seconds to get the level up so we can test it. Have your clean rag or paper towel on standby. Time to check this level. Nice. It is full, guys. Full and clean. Let's try that again. see if I can get the camera to catch that. But, yep. It is clean, clear and full. Hey, so it actually worked out for me. First time doing an oil change on a Toro Recycler 22. And it wasn't that bad. Let's apply the plug in, make sure it's locked and sealed, because we won't have to worry about this for quite some time. And towards the end of this video, we'll get to installing the filter. Alright guys, so now that the oil change is complete, it actually went well for my first time. And I'm not disappointed. The oil is full, it's brand new, it's clean. The process of emptying the old oil, which you can see right there, wasn't bad at all. Refilling it wasn't bad at all. And now I'm going to show you guys how to change the filter. Alright, so the filter's on the same side as the gas cap. So it's right here, this square box. Has two clips. Clip it open. And yeah. This is the old one. The old one is horrible. It's no good. I've never changed it actually. I've cleaned it a couple of times, but I'm not going to do it anymore. It's trash. Alright, let's get that out the way. Alright, so we got the new one open and ready to install. Now I sprayed this out, cleaned it up a little with some carburetor cleaner spray. If you have any around, I did that already. And you can give it a wipe down, you can spray it down again right in here with some carburetor spray. And then you're good to go. Install the new filter like so. Once it's installed, you reinstall your cover. You got two clips. Should clip in. Boom. All set. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to get this thing cleaned up, put some gas in it, and then I'll be back with it started up and running for the first time for the season, you know? Alright, so we got a nice sunny day out here today, people. Opened up the garage doors to get it started up. I cleaned it, wiped it down a little bit, filled it up with gas. Once again, for those of you who are just checking in, this is the Toro 22 Recycler. I did an oil change and put in a brand new filter. It was pretty simple. Overall, it took me about 30 minutes to do both, and between cleaning it down, emptying and draining the old oil, refilling the new oil. Gas is ready to go, and I'm just going to start it up for the first time for the season and see if we have no issues. I didn't change the spark plug as of last year. I didn't have any issues starting it, and if I don't have any this time, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So let's see. And as you guys can see, it started up on the first pull, which is excellent. So I think it came out pretty well. And there you go. You know, quarantine season right now with this pandemic, and I just felt like recording some projects and things I'm doing around the house. All right, so if this can help someone else out, it is what it is. Your boy djmostyles. I'll be back with a mix shortly and some reviews. So hey, just contributing. Peace.